There is a mountain that holds a secret. From a distance, it looks like every other peak: granite, silence, pine, ancient, untouched. The kind of place where nothing man-made survives for long. But something is inside it, and today you're going to watch it be built. Every great construction begins not with machinery, but with a question. What if the impossible wasn't impossible? What if the mountain itself could become the architecture? What if instead of building on the land, you built inside it? That question brought a team of structural engineers, rock excavation specialists, and luxury architects to this remote granite face. Their mission? Carve a 4-level glass mansion into the living rock of a mountain. Invisible from outside, extraordinary from within. This is where it gets insane. The site selection alone took months. The rock had to be the right density, hard enough to hold structure, stable enough to excavate without collapse. Core drilling confirmed it. Ancient granite, 300 million years old, the foundation of the earth itself. Survey teams marked the cliff face, blast engineers calculated charge placements, and on a cold morning, with the forest completely silent below, the first detonation fired. The mountain cracked open. What followed was one of the most technically demanding excavation processes ever attempted on a private structure.
Watch your step.
Each blast had to be precisely
Almost done with this
calibrated.
section. Looks
Remove
good.
too
Let's check the
much
next
rock
bay.
and the ceiling collapses. Remove too little and there's no room to build. This wasn't demolition, it was surgery. Layer by layer, the cavity grew. First a notch, then a hollow, then a vast cathedral-like space carved from solid stone. And then the real work began. Steel I-beams descended from above, guided by crane and human hands into the raw cavity. The first columns were drilled 2 meters into the bedrock, deeper than most skyscrapers. The foundation pour came next, 12 trucks of high-performance concrete filling the carved floor, workers leveling it by hand in the amber glow of construction lights. No one expected this part, the silence inside the mountain once the machine stopped. Just dripping water, the hum of generators, and the weight of 300 million years pressing gently on every wall. Watch closely. This is important. The structural steel rose faster than the engineers expected. Each floor plate locked into the column grid with precision that would make most architects weep. Level 1, Level 2, the third floor, cantilevered slightly beyond the rock face, is angled to catch the morning sun. Level 4, built against the mountain ceiling, the stone itself becoming the roof. 4 floors inside a mountain, structurally sound, completely hidden. But the transformation had only begun. The glass arrived in custom panels, 12 meters tall, tempered, triple insulated.
Okay, let's
Each
get
one
these panels
craned
up.
up
Watch
the
the
mountain
edges.
road
Copy
on
that. The HVAC
flatbeds,
layout is on the
lifted
tablet.
by crane,
Good. Drill the hole
guided by
here, then
workers
snake the conduit
suspended
through.
on the
On
cliff
it.
face in harnesses. The first panel clicked into the steel frame, and the mountain changed
Ground to all levels.
forever.
Report status.
Where there had been
Level 2,
raw rock,
assembly on
there
schedule.
was now
Level
reflection.
3, thermal
The
conduits
forest,
active.
the sky, the valley below, all captured in dark glass, embedded in stone. This is where it changes everything. Level by level, the interior came alive. Polished limestone floors, book-matched in offset patterns, laid over radiant heating channels, cut into the concrete. Oak millwork, cabinets, shelves, frames, fitted by hand against walls of exposed granite. Every joint made to honor the contrast, the warmth of wood against the cold permanence of ancient stone. The infinity pool was the final structural feat. Steel arms drilled 4 meters into the cliff wall, extending the platform beyond the glass facade. Engineers ran water lines through solid rock, and when the water finally filled and spilt silently over the glass edge, the valley reflected perfectly in its surface. The entire crew stopped working and just watched. No one expected that reaction, but no one had seen anything like it before either. And then the lights came on. Floor by floor, level by level, amber warmth spreading through the glass wall, glowing against the rock face as dusk fell on the mountain. From outside, for the first time, you could see it. A shape behind the stone, a life inside the cliff. The mountain had become a home. The final drone pullback captured what the engineers always knew would be the most powerful moment. Not the interior, not the pool, not the glass. The exterior at night, the mountain glowing from within, warm light pulsing through stone and glass, while the forest stood silent and the stars turned overhead. Something impossible, something permanent, something that would outlast everyone who built it. And what started as nothing became something unimaginable.